Hi everybody, this is M. Charity with FDG TV, and I'm here with Dr. Erin Truesdell. She's going to be talking about her paper, 3 Design Themes for Alternative Controllers. So, congratulations, Dr. Erin.
Thank you.
How does it feel finally being done?
It feels amazing. I've gotten to spend most of my time as a doctor wandering around Lisbon and enjoying the sights and the sunshine, which has been great. I'm really, really glad that I'm done, and I'm also really glad that I've been able to kind of start bringing my dissertation work to the public. This is my first publication of that dissertation work, and I'm looking forward to many more.
Awesome, yeah. So about your work, you presented it at the conference, I think, was it yesterday, right?
Yesterday.
Yes, awesome. So what exactly is an alternative controller?
That's a great question. And unfortunately, I don't have a nice, tidy answer. But I think that that's one of the great things about alternative controllers is that there isn't a nice, tidy answer. We look at kind of the things that we think of when we say controller, whether that's a mouse and keyboard set up for a PC or an Xbox gamepad. And alternative controller is kind of anything that's kind of outside that. Right? And so you look at things like the Wiimote and Guitar Hero guitars are things that are like kind of alternative, but kind of not because they're mass produced and sold with consoles. And then you get out into the stuff that's really weird, such as V. Buckingham's Punch the Custard, and You Better Eat to Survive, which is a collaborative eating game where the controller is eating marshmallows. And that's kind of where a lot of my work falls.
Gotcha.
I like to experiment with all the weird things that we can do in that space.
Yeah, no, definitely. And when I first read about this in your paper, I was like, yeah, the first thing that came to mind was the Wiimote, of course, and the Guitar Hero controller. But so yeah, no, there's some controllers I didn't even know about. So like, how do these type of controllers kind of affect the overall gaming experience?
So I think that the first big thing that needs to be considered is that a lot of traditional controllers and a lot of game design for traditional controllers is based on those controllers becoming invisible. They're not part of the play experience. The whole idea is that you get so used to using them that they fade into the background so you can be really focused on what you're doing in game. And alternative controllers are exactly the opposite. They really put that at the forefront and say, no, this interface is actually an important part of the play experience. And so the great thing, and one of the things that we as designers can do with that, is use that controller to kind of amplify some of the things that we do with game mechanics.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's like the player actually has to like learn the controller itself and learn the game, and then kind of get that new knowledge of like interfacing with both of them.
Absolutely. A lot of my doctoral work focuses exactly on that, on how pairs of players using collaborative controllers, which is what this paper is about, work together to figure out how their controller works and how to use it to achieve their goals in game.
Gotcha. Yeah. So the 3 themes that you talk about in your paper with safety, social spaces, and interreliance. So how does can you talk more about like the safety aspect of the controllers actually?
Sure. So one of the things that's hard, especially as an adult human, is engaging in play in a way that doesn't feel embarrassing or like other people are going to judge you. You don't really want to be the only person looking silly in a room full of like very serious business people who are going to kind of look down on you for doing something lighthearted and fun, even though play is very valuable. And so one of the things that we have to consider is that safety is that kind of first barrier into engaging in collaborative play, right? It's the question of deciding to play in the first place. And so what we have to do is reduce the potential for embarrassment, reduce maybe people's concerns that others in the space are going to judge them. And there are a couple ways we can do that. We can do things with audience management and kind of adjust who else is in the space. And we can also give players opportunities to either behave ironically or otherwise not be super earnest. And I like doing that with humor.
Nice. Okay, so going off of that, what is the next big alternative controller that you're designing in the works right now?
Oh no, so I don't want to say too much.
Fair.
Because I am hoping to submit again to Alt Control GDC, which is where I brought one of my controllers last month.
Right, yes.
But I have a few concepts in the works. Some of them are a little bit more ridiculous than others.
Okay.
Some of them are a little bit more, how do we make an Alt Control experience something that feels very polished and that plays with really interesting kind of side effects of controllers. More coming soon, I hope.
Awesome.
But at least one of them is just a truly ridiculous idea that I hope to get some of the same looks I got with my gigantic hat for Haberdasher, where people would kind of walk by and just kind of do a double take and be like, what is that?
Awesome. Yeah, no. So super look forward to that. And I can't wait to see the more work you do and also check out the giant hat. So that's all the time we have for today on FDG TV. Thank you, Erin, so much, Dr. Erin, for
Thank
joining
you.
us. We'll see you all next time. Thanks.